The UK's asylum system is on the brink of a seismic shift, and it's sparking fierce debate. But here's where it gets controversial. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood is set to unveil a radical overhaul modeled after Denmark's hardline approach, promising to slash irregular arrivals and small boat crossings. Is this a long overdue fix or a step too far? Let's dive in. With over 39,000 people crossing the channel by small boat this year alone, already surpassing 2024's total, and asylum claims soaring past 109,000, the government insists the current system is broken. Mahmood calls this a moral mission, arguing it's failing communities and allowing rule breakers to exploit loopholes. But critics accuse Labour of echoing far-right rhetoric, and this is the part most people miss. Mahmood, herself the child of migrants, insists these reforms aim to restore fairness and public trust. Can she strike the right balance? At the heart of the changes is a fundamental rethink of refugee status. Gone is the assumption that asylum leads to permanent settlement. Instead, those granted protection will face 2.5-year reviews, with the Home Office reassessing whether their home countries are now safe. If so, they could be sent back, even if they've built lives in the UK. For those arriving illegally, the path to settlement becomes a marathon. 20 years before applying for permanent status. Bold move or cruel policy? Denmark adopted a similar model 2 decades ago, slashing asylum applications to a 40-year low. But it's drawn international criticism for its harshness. The UK government sees it as a success story, yet opponents warn it could leave families in limbo and anxiety for years. What do you think? Is this a fair trade-off for reducing crossings? The reforms don't stop there. Mahmood plans to scrap EU-era guarantees of housing and allowances for asylum seekers, making support discretionary. Those who don't work, break the law, or work illegally could lose assistance. She argues this closes loopholes exploited by criminal gangs who peddle false promises of free hotels and food. But critics counter that this leaves vulnerable people at risk. Is this tough love or a step toward cruelty? The Home Office is also rolling out controversial tools like facial age AI to verify the age of arrivals. While aimed at stopping adults posing as minors, experts warn it could misclassify children. Where do we draw the line between security and compassion? Reactions are sharply divided. Conservatives call the plan gimmicks, demanding rapid deportations instead. Liberal Democrats argue asylum seekers should be allowed to work, reducing reliance on state aid. Which side are you on? As the debate heats up, one thing's clear. This overhaul will reshape the UK's approach to asylum for decades. But at what cost? Is this the fix the system needs, or a dangerous precedent? Share your thoughts below. Let's keep the conversation going.